Hello there. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you're at. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today while we play some Final Fantasy XI. Now, I tried this stream a little bit earlier. I had got about this far in the stream when I got a phone call. I had to hop off because I was once again having some unexpected visitors. It happens all too frequently, but I'm here now and we're going to play a little bit. Yesterday was the 4th of July here in the US, so I did not play. But yesterday was also the first day since I created this character that I was able to open the dials on the Goblin Mystery Box. And so I've been saving up all of these dials that I've collected through login campaigns and various events and things like that. And today's the day that we're finally going to go ahead and open these mystery chambers in the Gobby box. Um, so sort of the way this content works is there is a box in most towns that a goblin is attending to, and through various events and different things that you can do, you buy and earn these keys, and these keys can be traded to the box to get various prizes. So essentially, there's different types of prizes depending on what key is used to open the box. So I've got 11 special Gobby dial keys. I've got one anniversary dial key, one festival dial key, and then one what is that? A fortune dial. So, and we'll get more and more of these as we play and participate in various events and things like that. But there's a 45-day waiting period for new characters before you can start using these keys to open the box. And my 45 days for this character finally ended yesterday. So we're going to use all the keys that I've collected. And we're going to see what kind of random goodies we get. So I've got 5 slots in the inventory, and I've got a lot more keys than that. So let's see what we can do here. Let me put away some things, make a little room before we get started. I'm going to put the Ranger's necklace in here. Actually, let me go ahead and do this. There's a few more spots. So let's talk to this fella. Let's see what he's got to say. Don't you think that furrowed brow and cocked head of yours escaped me? You're interested in this chest, ain't you? Well, you got's good right to be. Because even us gobbies is fascinated with it. It's some sort of mystery box salvaged from a shipwreck in the Guru Blue. The Guru Blue. The mysterious part is that what goes in doesn't necessarily come out. While it may tout its amazingness, don't you think even for a second that I was at liberty to divulge how we came by it? Still, I likes your face. It's a kind face, one that says it won't stab me in the back, which is more than I can say for me own mum. Let me show you how to use the mystery box. You open the chest. That's it. And the kicker be that I'm the one that be doing the opening. You just get to stand there gawking in astonishment. Oh yeah, before I forget. What good's a chest if you ain't got the key? Well, the key to this chest is a fine art awaiting. Also, I calls the amount of time you has waited your whatever, your daily tally. And it just ain't the name that's catchy though. The higher your tally, the gooder the goods you get. Can't get much gooder than that. Finally he opens the chest. Oh, I can barely contain myself thinking about all the riches I could have. Oh, that's right. Hey, got any items you won't be needing? If so, fork them over and your daily tally increases. Maybe not by much, but that's better than nothing, am I right? And there's no better feeling than talking trash and turning it into treasure. It's automatically a new kind of alchemy.
Good morning. Please enjoy another wonderful adventure today.
Hey, how you doing, Yu-Chin? Thank you. Thank you. You too. Goblin says, but don't go gung-ho over filling the thing till the hinges break. Mystery boxes don't grow on gobos, you know. Plus, I'll be here to stop you if I see you stuffing a whole gobby bag's worth of possessions in here. So don't worry about oversized noggin over whatever. This guy's just talking. Sadly, however, another mystery about the chest is that it won't take just any old bauble. It has the taste of picky pasty. Boy, this speech is killing me. It feasts upon nothing but the rarest and uniquest artifacts. Lastly, since we don't know where the items go inside, you ain't be getting nothing back that you put in. You reap what you sow, and the weather ain't always conducive to a good harvest, am I right? My condolences in advance for any losses you might incur from the mystery box's fickle nature. Oh ho, eyes forgetting to explain something to you. See these special dials, they're super primo, but I still don't know what's going to be in there. So, I's not be taking no responsibility if something weird and wacky comes out, got it? You keep open. You open it, you keep it. And opening requires some kind of secret technique. Maybe you'll succeed, maybe the box will break. Still, I know you can only try them once a day. All that makes enough sense. Okay, so is it saying I can only use one key per day? Let's find out. You're feeling lucky to open the mystery box. I have 50 tally. Peek at some possibilities. Bullet pouch, holy quiver. Alright, let's not do that right now. Let's trade him a special key. Let's do the fortune dial. Oh, would you look at you get a dial, fortune dial. And he sings a little song. What do we got? Frayed pouch of glory. A hempen pouch worn and frayed by time. It bears the image of a rose in full bloom. I can use it. What does it do? Let's look it up. I'm curious. Frayed pouch of glory. Alright, frayed pouch of glory. Obtain a coin of glory. Okay, let's use it. I got coins of glory. 3 of them. What do we do with a coin of glory, I wonder? I think that's a Walk of Echoes thing, maybe. Something I won't be doing for some time. Coins of glory. Yep, used for Walk of Echo weapons. Alright, so can I trade him another key? I don't know the answer to that. Let's find out. Because he mentioned 1 a day, but I think that's just for opening it regularly. Okay, nope, it'll work. This is the festival key. A square of charcoal cotton. So I think this might be a high-level crafting item. Let's see. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Let's give him the anniversary dial. Sea Lord skin. Nice. Let's see what you can make with this. Sea Lord skin. Used to make Sea Lord leather. Okay. That's cool. So another piece of rare crafting material. So let's do some of these regular keys. Freya's trousers. Well, look at that. That's kind of cool, huh? Level 35. Thief, Beastmaster, Ranger, and Corsair. That's a nice little find. Let's keep trading. Mist Mitts. We're finding some interesting gear here. Level 30, Monk, Red Mage, Paladin. Okay, I can dig this. It's nice to finally cash all these in. Bowman's Mask. Nice. Let's keep it rolling. Some sort of cap. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. Conserve MP, fast cast, enhances. Okay. I got 7 more to go. Scroll of Stone 5, okay. So let me do a couple things here. Let's clean up some room in the inventory. And let's keep trading. Alright, so I got an Ordell bronze piece. So that is special currency that's used for, well, it used to be used for in-game activity. I think it may still be. I can't recall. I think that might have been Dynamis currency. Let's see. Yeah, Dynamis currency. Vestige of a buried trait. I don't know what that is. A fragment of some long-lost cursed trait deeply chiseled in the subconscious of each and every Vanadielian. What do you do with that? I'm sure it's endgame gear stuff. Yeah, okay, so this is from drops from Archangel battles used in synthesis recipes. Interesting, okay. So a lot of these things used to have to be farmed back in the day, and now you can roll the dice and might get lucky and get some. That's pretty cool. Cotton headgear. That's kind of a dud. Got 3 more keys. This is the last 3 that I've got. Hagandis coat. What is that? Ooh, look at that. That is a level 99 piece of gear. Mage gear. That's pretty cool. That's really cool, actually. Alright, we're down to 2. And of course we can always earn more through the festival, I think. Maybe, maybe not. Probably going to do some of that today. An EA hat? EA hat? Another piece of level 99 casting gear. That's item level 119. That's actually pretty sweet. Alright, this is our last key. This is going to be the big one, right? It's going to be the big one? Benthos grip. Grips are pretty cool. This is a level 99 grip. Be good for just about any kind of caster. Right, bear with me just a second, getting another phone call. I'll be right back. Bear with me just a second. I'm going to need to step away for a moment. All right, sorry about that. All right. My father was over here earlier and he thought he left his wallet here, but he did not. So easy call. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just do the daily tally. I've got 50 points. Let's see what's in it. Oh, okay. All right, so what dial are you going to pick? Materials, food, medicine, sundries. Special dial, 50 tally. So we've been doing the special keys. That's what we've been doing. Let's go ahead and do one more. A square of incombustible wool. And that's all my tally. So, pretty cool crafting materials and stuff. Let's go ahead and put some of this away. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to check out the Celestial Knights event. I haven't done this event since maybe one of the first times it came out back in the day, because I want those little pieces of those little glowing branches by the archway there were the furniture pieces that I was awarded, I remember, for doing that on my old character. So I hope those are still available, because those are some of my favorite Mog House decorations in the past. Mahogany beds might bring a certain je ne sais quoi to your Mog House. So now he wants a mahogany bed. And of course we know that that's going to trigger another request from him to expand the Mog safe, so I'm totally fine with that. Put some of this stuff away. Alright, do I have any onions on stashed away in here? If so, I want them. I don't see any. Let me check the other safe. Nope. Yeah, we're going to turn these in today, I think. Okay. Alright, so let me think. Where do we want to go? No, we'll stay in Southern. I want to go ahead and turn these coins in. I want to make sure I don't have any other mounts to pick up from the login campaign. Then we're going to go turn those mounts in too. This is going to be kind of a tying up some loose ends things today. I'm not going to get into any job quests today, but we might start the nation mission, next nation mission today. Forget which one of these guys it is. Is it her? No. One of these people I can trade this to. Yeah. Okay, so no, that's not where I use the silver voucher. Where do I use the silver voucher? Level given to adventurers. Let's see. I thought I traded it to her, but perhaps not. Silver. Non-voucher. Reader Moogle. Oh no. Obtain from... Alright, what do we do with it? Acquiring special orbs from the Adventurer Mutual Aid Network. Storage, Grayson, in Lower Juno. Alright. Alright, fair enough. Alright, let me pop over to the Moogle and let's make sure I don't have any more mounts to obtain before we do run over to Juno. Because in just a few days, the July login campaign will start, and there'll be a whole new plethora of rewards. Alright, and what were these two? A Domel and a Golden Bomb. Sawmill, Golden Bomb, Red Raptor, Iron Giant. Pretty sure I don't have... Let me just check my mounts here. I don't have a Doll, I don't have an Iron Giant, I don't have a Red Raptor. Okay. We're gonna go for Iron Giant right away, man. That would be pretty freaking cool. Oh, I don't have enough. How many do I have left now? 95. Darn. Yeah, we're no longer earning. Campaign's over. Oh well. Let's hop over to Juno. I think the first thing I'm going to do is unlock these mounts. We got the Iron Giant. Let's get the Golden Bomb. Very nice. We have added more mounts to our collection. So now I'm going to head to Lower Juno where I can redeem this silver voucher. It looks like this silver voucher will get you special orbs that I think you can use at BC and M's. Grayson is the NPC. Let's see. I think he's down here somewhere. Down at the end. Keep an eye out. Actually, before I leave the auction house, let me check something. Sold those lizard tails, that's cool. Let's go ahead and sell something else. There's Grayson. Do I have to finish that tutorial to trade this to him? I bet I do. Let's see. Yep. Alright. That's something that's been hanging out in my quest log for a minute. Exploring the Trove. Speak with Grayson and Lower Juno to hear an explanation of Haman Trove. 45 days or more since character creation and a main job level of 99. So I won't be able to deal with this guy until I have a level 99 character. Okay. So you can't even finish the tutorial objective until you have a level 99. Fascinating. Oh, wow. I've got a bunch of these to turn in, huh? I sure do. Oh, wow. Okay, so let me do this. I want to change jobs to a job that can earn some experience points before I turn these in. So I'm going to go to the Mog House here. I'm going to do that real quick because I have a bunch of these that I have completed inadvertently without meaning to do so. We're going to go ahead and cash these in real quick. Bum, 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 bum. What job? What job? Let's do it on Monk because that's been my least favorite so far. We're just going to step out of the door here. All right. Quests. Objective list. Okay. Completed. Completed. Obtain a support job. Completed. Obtain an alter ego. Completed. Completed. Very nice. Let's look at all the sparks and the experience points. Telling I've got a chocobo license. Man, I did all of this stuff and I wasn't even thinking that it would be in the Records of Eminence. So, very nice. Thought I had done that one. I guess not. This is next on my list right here too. Unlocking inventory expansion. We've done that. Completed that. Done that. Log safe expansion. We've done that. I know that's still sitting out there, and that's sitting out there for a reason. I'm waiting on that one. Alright, so how many levels did we gain? Any? Gain 1 level. On Monk. Very nice. I'm going to change back to Thief. I just didn't want to waste those experience points that I was going to gain from that, so... Okay, so let's go back and let's do some of this event. Let's see, where do we go for this? Probably any town, let's see. Okay, so northern Sandoria for the event. Okay. Now, one of the last times I played, I visited the vendors and I got all of the old swimsuits from the previous events and the old gear from the previous events. But there's new stuff this year, I'm sure. Let's see how this plays out. This event, if I remember, was kind of weird. It was a little kind of oddly specific in the way that it works. Celestial Nights has begun. An event based on the timeless, tear-jerking tale of tragedy between Princess Yahiko of the Eastern Nation, or Prince Yahiko of the Eastern Nation, and Princess Amdina of the Western Nation. In an interpretive recreation of the tale, 2 actors assume the roles of the prince and princess on a sizzling hot date. But all is not well. You see, the town is overflowing with alluringly attractive ladies. Why is that such a bad thing? By distracting the prince from giving his undivided attention to the princess, these vivacious vixens could ruin the event. That must not be allowed to happen. If the actor in the prince's role threatens towards fickleness, it is your duty to slap him back into reality, literally. We can't forget about the actress playing the prince either. She's under a lot of pressure to perform and is prone to being plagued with severe self-doubt about her feelings towards her co-star. Only with your moral support could she hope to maintain confidence to perform at her brilliant best. A simple nod would go a long way to reaffirm positive thoughts, while a shake of the head would do wonders to cast out negative ones. And going back to the scandalous seductress I mentioned earlier, you can prevent them from disrupting this royal rendezvous by turning their attention to you. A wave of the hand should do the trick. Whatever happens, you must ensure that the event goes smoothly. I pray for your success. Alright, somebody making a couple macros here, I think, to make this a little bit easier. We're going to do a slap. Since the Moogle said we may have to slap the prince, right? Ooh, I forget the syntax for an emote. Is it... Let's see. Emote slap target? Let's see. Yep. Okay. Nope. Nope, that is for a custom emote. Maybe it's just slap. Let's see. No, I don't want to hear all this again. I think it's just slap. Yes, okay, that was it. Slap. And what else did he said? Slap, nod, shake your head, and something else. Slap him back. A nod while a shake of the head. And a wave. No, okay, that's what it was. It's coming back to me. It's been a long time. Slap. And I think maybe he said there was a cheer. I can't remember. Okay. All right, so where do we go to start this? In front of the Smithing Guild. All right, while we wait for them to spawn, I'm going to read up on this a little bit. You can join mid-round and still receive credit. Travel in a circuitous route. When she has a positive thought, yes. Negative thought, no. Okay, I remember now why I hated this event so much. This was really annoying. So here they are. So basically, these two are on a date, and they will stop occasionally and have dialogue. Depending on the dialogue that I see, I either encourage or discourage her. Sometimes some wenchy hussy will come up and try to distract the prince. My goal is to wave them away, get their attention, or slap him. Very, very strange event. Very odd. Somehow I feel like I'm not in this. Like, I don't think I'm flagged for this because she didn't respond. I don't think I'm flagged for this. Let me go talk to this Moogle again. Oh, wait. Here is one of the hussies. Okay, no. I don't know if I got any credit or not. Okay. Oh, I did get something. A sprig of red bamboo grass. Okay. So basically, I complete this multiple times, and the rewards keep getting better and better, and then you do them in different nations to get the different colors. All right, so this is an odd event, such a weird event. But let's keep at it because I really want those furnishings. I have them on my old character from back in the day, and I want them on this character. Plus, there's new swimsuits and stuff too. So we're gonna wait for them to respawn here. I'm only gonna do the whole circuit. Lord, there's so many. 5th event, subsequent completions. Okay. Yeah, you can do this a lot. I'll do one full circuit on this, I think. And then I'll do, like I did with the previous events, I'll do a lot of it off camera. But let's do a full one. So I'm just going to wait for them to spawn back in here. The event happens every so often, pretty much repetitively. And this is the starting point. But that was pretty easy, being able to start mid-event like that. Right, here we go. I see her, I hear her. Where's she at? Now, where is she? Oh, they're down there. Oh, Lord, okay. I didn't know they started down there. Yes, my prince. Where are they going? Oh, they're down there with that hussy. We gotta get ready to slap a prince. Okay. All right, now we're locked in now. If she says something positive or reinforces something negative. We're going to distract this lady, slap this prince. And here we go. Going to encourage that thought. And here we have another troublemaking hussy up here. And keep her distracted. got another troublemaker here. This date is going swimmingly. All right, so I've got a whole new set of swimming gear. Absolutely pointless other than just being a cosmetic item. So what happens now that I have this set of gear, if I do the event again, I'll get a +1 set of gear, which is basically the same thing except it will, when you use it, it'll distribute a fun consumable item or something like that. And then there is a second set of gear that kind of does the same thing. And then what is the 5th event? The 5th event is a festival Gobby Dial key. That's cool. Nice. That's all I'm going to do on the stream right now. I'm going to put this stuff away. There we go. This is where I put all of my event stuff. Oops, wrong way. Okay, so that was cool. That was a fun little excursion into the event. Now that I know how to do it, I'll come back and do a lot of that off camera. I'm not going to make this stream sit and watch me grinding that event over and over again. I want to put this piece of furniture in the Mog House, however. So you can see the real perk of these events, if you don't like the cosmetic gear and all of that, is the dial keys. Because you can get some cool stuff from those dials, as we saw at the beginning of this stream. Okay. I love this stuff. That's so pretty at the door there. I'm so glad to have it. I'm going to put another one right here of a different color. All right, so now what I want to do is there's still two little niggling quests that I want to go ahead and finish in the Windurst area. I want to get 2 more onions so I can do the next onion, Star Onion quest, and I want to get the right smooth stone for the Raw Tail Hostelry quest. And so that's the next thing on my agenda. And I don't know, maybe while I'm in Windurst, maybe we'll go ahead and do one more of those event quests to get that next grass. I don't know, I might do that off camera, like I said. Let's see. Right, so crawlers and goblins. And always mandragoras. Well, that one dropped some rare stuff. All right. So just for the record, I don't have a studio or anything. I broadcast out of a room in my home, and it's been busy in here today. people come in and out, so I'll occasionally mute the microphone. And for some reason, everybody waits until I sit down to do this to decide to come in. Just how it is. And the phone rings off the hook too, by the way. Alright, so I've got a smooth stone. Where are all the goblins? Come on, goblins, where you at? Where am I at? Probably need to go back this way for some gobby attention. I guess I could buy these onions off the auction house. I'm sure there's plenty there. Even though the auction house is not nearly as in use as it used to be back in the day. If I don't see any goblins around here, we're going to head back. Let's go to West Sortabaruta. And then if we don't see any goblins, we'll head back to Windurst. Goblins dropped the onions that I want. There's a gobby. Good. One onion. I need one more. One more. Boom, boom, boom. Pom, 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 pom. There's another gobby boy. We're gonna get lucky. Let me get lucky. What's in the box? Here, gobby, 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 gobby. Just need one more onion. One more. All right, let's see where they might be hiding. Not a whole lot. But there's one down this way. All right, let's make this the one, right? Nope. No more goblins viewable on the map, so we're going to head into town, and I'm going to try to buy an onion. Excuse me. All right, so we're going to go ahead and turn in this smooth stone that's part of a quest here. Now, this lady wants this stone so she can weigh down the lid on pickle barrels, but there's no guarantee that the stone is the right weight, right one she's looking for. I turned in one the other day. It was a no-go, but maybe this will be the lucky stone. Nope, still no good. Alright, so that's going to send me back out there to find another stone, and we'll keep killing goblins as well. Oh, why not? We're here, right? Let's go ahead and do it. I know I said I wasn't gonna, but we're like right here. I need to talk to the Moogle first, so no, never mind. Forgot about that part. I gotta talk to the Moogle in order to participate. Still on the hunt for the properly weighted smooth stone for this little basic quest in Windhurst. The crawlers drop them. There should be a goblin right here. Let's see where we're at. Goblin Weaver behind me. Bunch of carrion crawlers, or carrion crows rather, everywhere. Oh, wrong way, this way. Nice, got our fourth onion. So now it's just crawler time. Let's find the crawlers. somewhere here. Oh, looky here. It's like a crawler convention. Still no smooth stone. Smooth stone. Perfect. All right. Where am I at? Far away from where I want to be. So we'll go in the port Windows exit entrance rather, because I can do the Star Onion quest there and then warp right over to the Rarib's Tail. There we are. All right, we're just going to hoof it. Oh, I went the wrong way. Darn it. I went the wrong way. Let's turn around. So just around here, behind the warehouse, will be the Star Onion Brigade, of which I am a member. And for a elaborate trap, they have requested 4 onions, which I have now gathered for them. I'm going to turn this quest in. The second quest in the Star Onion Brigade quest line. Oops. So, was he not the right person? Let's see, who do I turn this into? Okay. Am I dreaming? Did I not flag this quest? Okay, so I guess I knew what the quest was, but I didn't actually flag it. Alright, so I've got the 4 onions. There we go. Alright. We can make some stinky bombs with these, kind of like the ones we made the other day when I knew about the quest. Let's see here. Operation Onion will now begin. So these guys are going to mess around with Nanamigo, the cat burglar. So I wonder what he picked up. And that's how he made up the cat burglar's mana orb. Scroll of blaze spikes. All right, let's look up here. See if there's another quest in this line. Okay, so there is another quest in this line, and normally I would just wait and we'll sort of do it organically, but it actually ties in pretty heavily to the location that I'm about to go to. So we're going to go ahead and zone, flag that quest, and then proceed with both it and the quest that I'm working on. We'll kind of kill two birds with one stone, I think is sort of the plan here. Just going to zone out and zone right back in. The cat burglar came by a moment ago, tried to scare us into returning the mana orb. Said it was too dangerous for the likes of us. Some evil Cardians are after it. She tried hard to break as we stood our ground, and she sulked away. But then something happened. We checked the box to get the mana orb in, and it was empty. So we're wondering where our little mana orb has gone. Now I propose we go hunt down the criminal. How about you? In order to catch a criminal, we need the 7 gadgets found in the Junior Investigator's Toolkit. Everyone knows what to do. Times like these, you need a magnifying glass. You ask my mommy nicely, she will make you a fake mustache to help disguise yourself with. Right. Chamama is his mother, and that's who we're actually going to go see. Alright, so let's go. And see if this stone is acceptable. We can also ask about the mustache, which I believe, if I remember right, I need some cotton balls. Saruta cotton. Which is only available from, like, the guilds. So we might be making a stop at an auction house to see if we can buy something. I really hope this stone is going to be the one. I'm ready to tie that quest up. ready to tie this one up. Oh, no, no, no. This is the wrong zone. This is the wrong zone. I need to go to Windurst Waters. My mistake. Four lumps of fluffy cotton wool. Oh no, so she says they drop from monsters. That's cool. Okay. Is this the smooth stone? God, it's still not the right stone. She's killing me. Oh. Alright, we're going to go try one more time. Alright, this is going to be it. I can feel it. This is going to be the one. This will be the stone. Okay, crawlers, where are you? Stop. All down. Oh, there's one. And there's a cluster of them to the south. I want whatever stupid little worthless reward this quest is going to afford me. Oh yeah, this is Crawler City right here. And we got our smooth stone. Let's go on back. This is the stone. I can feel it. This is the one. What'll this be? The fourth stone I've turned in? I think so. Pretty sure this is number 4. Oh my god, are you kidding me? It's still not good enough. This is a completely random sort of thing, and it gets annoying after a little while because the drop rate is so low on these. So back out to do it again. May the random number generator be always in my favor tonight. I want to get this smooth stone knocked out. Or I wish you could carry more than one at a time. That'd be cool too. We got real lucky with that drop. Whoa, Hoss, stop running, bro. Alright, here we go. There we go. A bone hairpin. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, I really feel like, for the time being, that's all the quest grinding that I want to do in Windurst. Yes, there's a handful of quests left, Star Onion quests, other quests just kind of scattered around to do, but that's also, the same can be said for my progress in Bastok and even in Sandoria, even though we've cleared a slew of quests in Sandoria. Let me just see. Is it over? Are these guys... Maybe I can still salvage this date yet before we leave. This looks like a hussy here. It is. You dirty hussy. this should net me my Windurst furnishing, unless I really did need to speak to the Moogle before doing this, but it seems like my interactions are having an effect, so I think it's working. Alright, this should wrap up in a second, and I should be able to claim that furniture piece. These seasonal events are so quirky, but they're kind of cute. It always kind of casts a little light on a different side of the in-game lore in one way or another. A lot of times they tie into real-world holidays, sometimes Japanese traditions, holidays. I think this one may have something to do with that. I'm not really sure, to be quite honest. But it's a cool little thing. I like it. And as you can see, each nation, it's a slightly different spin on the prince and princess story. Each one of these actors and actresses kind of have their own attitude. Okay, here we go. This is the end. Nice, got the green sprig. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this stream up soon, but before I do, let's go ahead and sort of get the whole stream back on track a little bit. And to do that, we're going to go to Sandoria, and we're going to start the next nation mission. Now, the other day when I was playing, I zoned into the chateau. Um, when I did, I triggered a cutscene that I didn't realize this was the end, the tail end of the last nation mission. Or maybe it was the beginning of this one. I'm not really sure because I could have sworn we got the little chime that told us that we had completed the mission. But nonetheless, as soon as I zoned into the chateau here, I got a cutscene that was sort of an epilogue to that last nation mission that we did. And I had no choice but to kind of sit through it. But luckily, in Final Fantasy XI, there is an NPC that allows you to view cutscenes that you've missed. So we're going to watch that right now, so that way you guys watching don't miss any of the story. Oh, is it not going to let me? Surely it will. Let's see. Yeah, okay, here we go, here we go. Nope, I've already seen, this is the one that starts that mission. Yeah, this was not the cutscene I'm thinking of. Don't tell me I have to finish the mission before I can view it. Yes, yes, we've already seen this. We've already seen this cutscene. Let me see, maybe I have to get through this one to get the next one in the chain. Alright, he sent us to Juno. We did the Juno thing. We were successful in that. Let's see if there's a second one. No, okay. So what's the deal? That's a shame because it was a really, really good cutscene. Let's see. Let me check something here. Yeah, Magicite was the last one that I did. And it's complete. I wonder if this was the first cutscene to trigger the next mission. Yes. Zone in to receive a cutscene. Oh, so I won't be able to actually view that till I finish it. That's a shame. That's terrible. I hated that you guys would have missed this cutscene. Let me see if there's any way I can... Darn. Okay. I think I may know a workaround for this. Maybe I need to accept, because I haven't accepted the mission, but this is a cutscene that you get before the mission starts. So maybe I need to officially accept the mission so that it's flagged, and then I can come back here and watch that starting cutscene. Let's try that and see. But basically, the whole cutscene revolved around the fact that well, I don't want to say, I don't want to spoil it. But man, I wish I hadn't zoned in. It happened when I was playing offline. I was doing the event, the last event, where you run around, and I thought that the curator Moogle in there had some event items for sale, and so I logged into the I was zoned into the chateau to interact with the curator Moogle. Excuse me, and when I did, it triggered that prerequisite cutscene. So let's just see if this fixes it. It may or it may not. If it doesn't, then what I'm going to do is we'll figure something out. I've been looking for you. Halvar requests your presence at the chateau immediately. It sounds as if this is a fairly important mission. I need not remind you that you should take care of to properly equip yourself. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. But it had a lot of lore about the Glacier and the Shadow Lord. I would really hate for you to miss it. So now that I've actually got the mission flagged, right? Yep. Now that I've got it flagged, the Ruins of Feyen, we're going to see if now I can re-trigger the cutscene. I hope that I don't have to complete the mission before I can watch the cutscene. That would really suck. If that's the case, I will find the cutscene on YouTube and throw it into the beginning of the next stream. If that's what we have to do. But I have my fingers crossed that this is actually going to work. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, let me see. Let me do a little research. Hang tight 1 second. I'm going to research this super duper quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think what we're going to do, this was such an important cutscene, and I really want you guys to see it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a little something here. I'm going to try a little something. Something a little something a little shady. But I have found a person on YouTube that recorded themselves playing, and they have the cutscene. So, give me 1 second. Let's just see if I can make this work. I'm still here. Give me 1 moment. All right. Let's see if this will work. So keep in mind, you're about to watch a cutscene from another player. So instead of seeing my Elvon, you're going to see, I think it's a Mithra, but it should be the cutscene that sets up this next mission. Somebody made off with the talisman. The talisman, not the one that keeps the Shadow Lord imprisoned. Yes, the very one. We were visited by an infiltrator while our eyes were on the brigands. So the intruders were but a decoy. I suspected them so. And Halvar says, so you might not know of the talisman existence. Even among the Sandorians, your majesty. I fear someone bent on bringing the Shadow Lord back from exile did this. Halvar, let us decide on a plan of action. So Korvan is the person who recorded this. So in this case, it would say, Rowinja, when your help is needed. And so this was a very important cutscene because it lets you know what leads up to this mission. And so they tell the player, you must work on building your skills and equipment. Okay, this is where we're going to stop it because that is where the next cutscene picks up. So I really hate that I had to do that. I'd prefer it to be all organic. But I zoned in to talk to this little fella here, and I got the cutscene one day when I wasn't streaming, and it threw everything off. So now we've seen what happens. Let's go ahead and talk to Halvar, and we're going to start this mission officially. We've come to a decision at last, Rowinja. We will send an expedition to the accursed Northlands. It will go to the ancient ruins of Feyen, northeast of the Busadine Glacier. Of course you'll be going too. The ruins are those of a city built by an ancient civilization that we believe was more advanced than our own. The race that lived there called themselves the Zillart. We have found similar ruins on Cape Terrigan to the south. Amazingly, they both remain, though they were built long ago. It is as if some unseen force defies time to protect them. Once, 30 years ago, an international expedition was sent to the Northlands. They were to uncover the secret of the Zillart's power. They returned empty-handed. We need you to head to the Busadine Glacier and scour the ruins of Feyen yourself. The ruins are overrun with fiends, you know. We captured it from the Shadow Lord 20 years ago at the cost of many lives. We set a seal on the ruined Colosseum to strengthen the barrier of the Northlands from the inside. You must find it and use this new seal to strengthen its magic if necessary. Yes, I'm concerned about the Shadow Lord's return, but if the border falls and the nether beasts pass into our realm, all in this world will fall to ruin. What is this? I talked to him twice and got a second cutscene. Something I must confer with you about. Okay, so this must be a second quest, an alternate quest that just so happens to be triggered by Halver. Do you recall the day my beloved Lilith first came to the chateau? Why, of course, the chateau is buzzing with rumors about the lovely Tabnazian princess that was destined to be our next queen. At the time, I was but a lowly student, and I snuck out of the lecture to catch a glimpse of her noble countenance. In the end, I skipped the entire class to see the royal parade. I managed to view Queen Leoti's fair profile from the gathered crowd. That image is still burned into my mind even now. I never dreamed that I would end up working so closely with the beautiful princess I saw that day. Queen Leote will always smile and have a kind word for me. King says, however, I wasn't asking you for a rambling trip down memory lane. My apologies, Your Majesty. Was this request related in some way to the Queen? This has nothing to do with Leote. I wanted to speak with you about a new Queen. However, again, I must apologize for not seeing straight to the heart of the matter, Your Majesty. I thought perhaps it was time the subject was broached. Well, Your Majesty has been alone for quite some time now. I'm sure that your late wife would completely understand. Yes, I do not doubt that Leote would be has been uneasy in her eternal rest. However, I want you to search for a suitable lady to become the future Queen of Sandoria. Your Majesty, I'm honored that you would place that kind of trust in me, but I'm not sure. If Your Majesty commands it, I will do the utmost to fulfill this duty. And what qualities would be desirable for the lady to possess? Naturally, she must have a compassionate heart for all of her subjects, as did my dear Leote. This is a somewhat difficult question, but what should the lady be blessed in appearance? It is said that men always look for the image of their mother. However, these are the things you should be asking of the lady's future husband. Finding out his preferences will be part of the task. Future husband? Image of their mother? Your Majesty, what exactly are we talking about here? Haven't you been listening, however? We're speaking of Treon's bride-to-be. Of course, it has yet to be decided whether or not Treon is to succeed me. However, it is a distinct possibility it would be necessary to find PG a bride as well. But for the moment, I believe we should search for a fitting consort for Prince Treon. Prince Treon said that is what this is all about. I thought our conversation peculiar. The only peculiar thing around here is you, however. In any case, I entrust you with the duty of finding Treon's suitable wife and arranging an introduction. This need not be difficult if Treon is merely made aware of the fact that he has been approached a marriageable age. I've never spoken with Prince Treon on the subject of his preferences. I haven't. This may seem presumptuous of me, but what of my own daughter? She is kind-hearted and fair of face. She has perhaps been of marriageable age for a little longer than usual, as I pondered which house I would marry her into. Boy, this poor guy can't cut a break. However, have you developed a sense of humor over the years? I never thought you to be the type to indulge in comedy. You must entertain us with your jests at the next banquet. Now, as for Treon's preferences, that's quite a quandary, isn't it? Fuji, I am well aware of Treon's taste in ladies. My brother's predilections are obvious if you spend as much time with him as I have. Of course, who would know better than his own brother? Prince Freon prefers Mithra with red hair cut straight back across the forehead and purple markings around the eyes and cheeks. He seems to think that a well-traveled, free-spirited adventurer would make the best partner for him. Prince Treon prefers Mithra with red hair cut straight across the forehead and a purple markings around the eyes and cheeks. I should think that since you have so much traffic with adventurers, you wouldn't have a problem finding a lady that fits this description, will you? I'll see what I can do. Bring the bride to me first, and I shall decide if she is suitable. So I think I remember this quest. This is where I have to find someone that matches that description, party with them, and come talk to Halber, if I'm correct. Bayin is the northeast of the Boosting Glacier. Be wary on the road. Many beastmen worse than about. Okay. Wow. So that was a whole lot more than we expected to deal with at this moment, but so be it. So the next nation mission is going to require me to go to the Boosting Glacier and zone into Fei Yin, if I remember right. This is an area that we've not been to yet. And I believe to get there, we go up to the pass. Trying to remember the zone.
At Sorce's Mistress. Said, how have your adventures been today, my friend?
Hey, Sorce's Mistress, how you doing? So far, so good. So far, so good. We're about to start the next... here we go. We're about to start the next nation mission. I don't think I'm actually going to tackle it tonight, but we got it flagged and ready. Yeah, so it is. It's East Ronfar to the pass to the glacier. And so we're starting to get to the missions that were considered the end of the original, the vanilla version of the game. The Shadow Lord fight, of course, being the boss fight of vanilla Final Fantasy XI. And when Final Fantasy XI first came out, the level cap was 50. So it's going to start getting a little interesting. So I'm not going to begin this mission, or not going to actually set out to complete this mission tonight. That will be for tomorrow. But I did want to get it started, so we have a goal in mind for the next time we play. Right now I'm going to go ahead and drop this event furniture piece in the Mog House and call it a night. Sword says, how you been doing? I hope everything's going well. The character is now 40-something days old, so we have cashed in all of our Goblin Mystery Box dials today. Got some interesting pieces of gear.
At Sorce's Mistress. Said, I just had to kick a friend's made out of the sortie static.
Oh my. Sortie is one of those endgame activities I've never participated in. I don't remember it from the time I used to play, so I think Sortie might be kind of new. Um, but I understand Sortie and Limbus are the two hot endgame activities in the game now, with Limbus being a little different than the one I remember. Yeah, they're different sizes, but I don't know. I may redo them. Tell you what, before we leave, let's take a look at this mahogany bed thing, huh? This movie wants a mahogany bed now. See how much that's going to cost me. Yeah, it's always bad when you have to kick somebody. So I've never been an LS leader in this game, but I was in 14. I was a free company leader in 14, and especially when it's a friend of a friend.
Said it's pretty-ish new, yeah. You get great armor reforged from it for Empyrean.
Okay.
Et Sorces Maestris. Said in Prime Weapons, _.
So I wonder, does anybody still do things like Walk of Echoes? Because I used to enjoy that. And I really, really wish people still participated in things like Ballista, Brenner, and other PvP events. I used to enjoy those too, but those were dead even when I quit playing the game. Oh, no mahogany bed. No mahogany bed at all. Where can I get one, I wonder? Let's see. It must be crafted. Really not. Is there no vendor that sells it? Or the Mog Garden Merchant during specific monthly event campaigns. Fantastic. It's a level 59 to level 60 woodworking. Let's see. Or clothcraft. Not terrible. Let's see. See how long it's been since one's been for sale. Oh, okay, they still sell from time to time for about 100k, 50 to 100k. So that's not terrible. Perhaps the next day we log in. Let's see. Yeah, so the mall garden has it during special events.
Et Sorces Maestras. Said Mog Garden might have what you're looking for.
Ah. And there's no darn wool thread on the auction house either. 3 wool cloth. 8K for the wool cloth. Good lord. All right. I bet the bed will just appear on the auction house before I could actually gather all the materials. We'll keep an eye out for it. But this is where I'm going to go ahead and end for the evening. It's about time to eat, so I'm going to go find something to have for dinner. I'll be back tomorrow, and we're going to go ahead and start on this nation mission. We're going to get back in the mission row, so to speak. And when this mission's over, I think we're going to go ahead and do the first level cap quest. That's kind of my plan. Anyways, so until tomorrow, I hope everybody has a great evening. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks so much for watching. And I'll be back with some more Final Fantasy. Have a great evening.